ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.
I want to let folk know that this big, beautiful bill is about to hit people in a way I don't think they're expecting. And I want to know if anybody listening is on Section 8, 866-801-8255. Are you on Section 8? Are you on SNAP? States are warning that SNAP recipients, their eligibility for food assistance could change as of next month, November. There's a deadline to comply with the big, beautiful bill's approach. The mega bill, which passed into law over the summer, overhauls the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. This is about food stamps, which provides food assistance to more than 42 million people. The changes are expected to squeeze some people out of the program completely. That is the goal. And it is estimated to cut $186 billion over the next 10 years. What's at stake? A big change for able-bodied adults without dependents, ABAWDs. This is going to be the biggest hit. If you are able-bodied, you need to prove that you are working at least 80 hours a month in order to qualify for SNAP. Either that, pursuing an education, or in a training program to keep qualifying for SNAP. Without proof, you will probably get a maximum of 3 months before they cut you off. Before Big Beautiful Bill, before this bill, there were several key exceptions to the work requirement, and they were kind of like reasonable. But now, 18 to 54, able-bodied, under the age of 65, if you're not working in a training program or pursuing an education, you will be cut off. Parents who were responsible for dependents under the age of 18 used to be exempt from work requirement, but now the exemption applies to parents with children under the age of 14.
Wow.
Veterans, those unhoused, young adults transitioning out of foster care also used to be an exemption, no longer, which I think is cruel, especially for veterans and people in foster care. Are you serious? I mean, it's bad enough. Anyway,
so many of the provisions are cruel.
Yes, I think cruelty is the point.
Yeah.
I think cruelty and terrorizing folk and showing this kind of depraved, reckless, depravity for humanity is the point. They want us scared. They want us feeling some ways.
I think they want to punish people. I think they want to punish people in so many ways for not being them.
I would hate, Drew, given our, earlier conversation, that inside of Project 2025, they were thinking, how can we make people feel pain? Like, I can't think that I think what they think is that all of these black people and all these Spanish-speaking people are degenerates, that it's inherently because I think they think that we are genetically violent and stupid. I think they think that. So we need to make policy to reduce their existence. So how do we do that? We got all of these black people on welfare. They think they're about to find out, though, who's really taking SNAP benefits. They're about to find out it's really not us in large numbers. Disproportionately is not us. They're going to find that out. Criminals, we already know that that's a lie. We're not disproportionately criminal. Actually, when we talk about murder and mass murder and genocide, absolutely. But also serial killers. Overwhelmingly, it's like 80%. Not us. So I think the cruelty is in, thinking that they think black people got over for so long with all of these social net programs. Yep. Not thinking that everything from affirmative action all the way down really disproportionately helped white women and white people more than other. They benefited, and folk immigrants, new immigrants coming in, benefited greatly.
Huge.
But they're trying to set a narrative that we're the problem. we're always going to be the problem because, melanin wise, they are able to point to us, and globally it feels right.
Yeah.
And especially when you put a lens on us that is represented by Love and Hip Hop or the Housewives or whatever, they look at this fraud here, alcoholism there, it's like, the degenerates. Yeah, most black people are not impoverished. Matter of fact, it's close to 80% of us are not impoverished. They don't focus on the 80%. They're going to focus on, putting the cameras in front of people who feed the narrative. And then the cruelty comes. And there's some black people thinking, good, get off a SNAP. Why are you still on welfare? What's wrong with you? And for the people that do abuse welfare, the water's going to seep its own level.
Right.
But unfortunately, we live in community. So when these folk don't have a safety net, where are they coming? To your house?
Right.
We're going to have to think about these things. So, I'm just curious. I'm sure there's somebody listening that is on SNAP and been on SNAP. I don't presume to know how this will impact you. My father was an institutional social worker before he passed, and had stories for days. It was beautiful. Worked for, foster care in like schools and stuff. It was an amazing, I think, exchange for him in his later years to have that impact. But there are people who need this to eat.
Yeah.
I have a friend who was doing very well, lost her 6-figure job and had a child to feed, and was able to feed her child because she was able to get food stamps, and she was embarrassed to even talk about it because it is a source of embarrassment for so many of us. But now they want to they want you to feel all of that, and I don't know if cruelty.
And I know many adults, Karen, who have graduated out of the foster care system and needed a path toward being able to take care of themselves that was not provided for them by having a family to take care of them, or even being able to depend on their foster parents, because many of them had multiple foster parents. I worked with an adoption resource center for years. I was on the board, and the numbers are staggering for the number of people, particularly rural areas, poor white people and people of color. The numbers are almost the same if you take out the fact that they're a greater portion of the population. For people who literally just graduate out of foster care and they need support.
Yeah. I think it's the wildest thing is the veterans.
Yeah.
But but if you recognize that, a person that refused to serve this country has no respect because the shadow of your cowardice is in their bodies. You have to confront your cowardice with people who actually did serve and now are in need. Remember he said the people, I have no respect for people who got captured, like John McCain.
Yeah.
Like, you would never put yourself in a position. So somehow they're stupid because they fought for this country, which tells you how much of a patriot he is not. Like, it's right there. He's telling you to your face, but to deny them food.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But
or housing assistance.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're ready. We're prepared. Do not give in to fear. We are fearless. This is not the time to be afraid. This is a time to stand up and fight back and to resist any temptation for them to divide us. We're in this together. The rule of law is on our side. We will not give in, not give up. We will not capitulate. We will not bow. We will not bend. We will survive.